go to another question, 8th one. Just try to answer this, guys. Again, very basic type of question. Same 2017, but just read the given data carefully and try to answer. Very good. Now, try to answer. One more question is here. Try to complete, everyone. Now, just read the given data properly and try to complete. Same, just now we have seen these type of question. The first 5 and they given rainfall in the city for first 4 days like that. Same pattern, try to complete. Same concept we completed just now. Try to answer, simple. Very simple and easy manner we are trying to cover each and every concept only in the UPSC point of view, CSAT point of view. In the CSAT paper 2, how to score the 33% of mark, that is should be in the mind. Based on that only we are going here, focus only on that, guys. That's important. No need to go into complete depth of the subjects of complete maths or reasoning or whatever. Clear? So easily you can score that 33% of marks in a CSAT. Whatever English we know, based on that you can answer all the comprehension type of questions. Daily, maybe you are reading Hindu editorial or whatever, right? So based on that Hindu editorial, all these things you can improve, you can develop the vocabulary and everything. You can answer that type of question. But additionally, from our Vishnu IAS Academy side, we are giving definitely reasoning and quant classes in a simple way how to answer. Just you have to understand. If you are not clear anytime, just tell me. What is the answer, guys? Still I am not getting any answer. Just try to answer. The average rainfall in a city for the first 4 days was recorded to be 0.40 inches, whatever. Clear? And see, first 4 days means if you take 1, 2, 3, 4 days, the first 4 days, what is the average here? 0.40. And into 4, what we will get? 1.6, right? The rainfall on the last 2 days, means total 6 days we are talking. The last 2 days was in the ratio of 4:3. They given in the ratio format, that is the last 2 days. Last 2 days we have in the ratio of 4:3. Clear? Now the average of 6 days. Now we know that total average of the 6 days. First 4 days we already know that. Next, total 6 days average is 0.50. That is, if you take total 6 days, 0.50 into 6, we will get 3. If you multiply this, we will get 3. So if you take a difference of these two things, what was the rainfall on the 5th day only we have to find out. If you take difference of these two, 5th day, 6th day difference, 5th day, 6th day rainfall we will get. So what we will get from these two? What difference we are getting here? Or otherwise we required only 5th and 6th day. Only 5th day we have to find out. Only 5th day how to find out. So what we are getting here from this? See, can you take 1.4? 1.4, right? So difference of these 3 and 3 minus 1.6, we are getting 1.4. This is the 1.4 is the rainfall in a 5th and 6th day total. But what we required? 5th day ratio, we already know that. If total, if you know that 5th day, so this is 1.4. This 1.4 is 4 plus these 7 parts. If it is a 7 parts, you have to calculate for only 4 parts. Directly you can take 4 divided by 7 into 1.4. Or otherwise from the 7 parts 1.4, 1 point is equal to what? 1 part is equal to what? Or 1.4 by just you will divided by 1.4 by 7, you will get 0.2. 0.2 into 4, 0.8. So 0.8 inches is the answer directly. So whatever, you can simplify from this, or you can directly take this, calculate this one. 0.2 again you will get, and 0.284, 0.8 inches we are getting. This completely only important thing is average, how you are taking this. No need to get confused, very simple. Let's take one more question here. It's asked in 2016, but very simple. Same model, yes, 0.8, very good. Now next question is here, just try to answer. Same Same procedure, same type of question, very simple and easy. Everyone should complete. The average monthly income of a person in a certain family of 5 is 10,000. What will be the average monthly income if one person's income rises 1,20,000 per year? This is per year. Convert into month. Per month. Already this is in the months. You can calculate. Easy, very simple. Very quickly, everyone try to complete. The average monthly income of a person in a certain family of 5 is 10,000. Clear? From that directly you can calculate 50,000 you will get. Clear? 5 into 10,000, 50,000. Then what will be the average monthly income? That is you have to find out if one person's income rises 12,000 per year. If 12,000 per year, obviously 12 months, but for month how much you will get? So just divide it by 12. Clear? Again 10,000 you will get. This 10,000 is one person's extra income in every month. So already we are taking a monthly income 50,000. If you take 10,000 extra, total you will get 60,000. Further directly you can calculate average. So how many persons are there? 5 persons are there. Directly simplify, what we will get? 12 times 60. So this 12,000 is the correct answer. Clear guys? But everyone is following or not? Everyone is getting the answers or not? Just tell me very quickly. So one more question is there based on this average. Everyone try to complete. Very simple data. This is average speed. Initially I given already formula. Apply the same formula for this. Average speed. Understanding data is important in this question. Usually you can answer. Again, concept oriented question only. A car travels from a place X to place Y. So from place X to Y is car is traveling. X to Y at an average speed of V kilometers per hour from first that is X to Y V kilometers, then Y to X at an average speed of 2V reverse. This is forward X to Y, and whenever we are taking reverse 2V. Similarly, and again from X to Y at an average speed of 3V, and reverse again we are taking Y to X 4V. This is the given data. In this case, then the average speed of a car for the entire journey we have to calculate. For the entire journey, what we are taken, average speed we have to calculate. So average speed formula is what? Average speed is, so what we are taken? Total distance by total time. So distance by time we will take. So first we will calculate distance. So in this first instant it is going V, 3V, 2V and 4V. Whenever we are getting this kind of different values, find the LCM of this 1V, 3V, 2V and 4V, all these values. If you calculate LCM here, now if you simplify here, 1, 3, 1 time and 2 time, if you take here we will get 12. So 12 we are getting LCM for this data, for these numbers. 12. First instance total, if you are considering 12 kilometers, it is going in the speed of V kilometers per hour. First time, X to Y. See, total 12 kilometers speed is 1 kilometer per hour. If it is going in 1 kilometers per hour, see how much time it takes? 12 kilometers, 1 kilometer per hour means total 12 hours. This side we are taking distance, here we are getting time. 12 hours first instance. Second instance it is taking 2V, or you can take 3V, 2V, 4V, everything we have to calculate. But every time distance is same. Every time distance is same. Total 4 times. So directly you can take 48 is the distance. 48 kilometers. So in this total average speed every time 12. So 48 is clear. Now this side we have to calculate. The second instant if it is going to 2v for kilometers. Clear? 2v kilometers per hour. Second time. If it is going 2v kilometers per hour, so 12 kilometers, 2 kilometers per hour if you take. First time we are taking 1 kilometer per hour. Second we are taking 2 kilometers per hour speed is there. Distance is 12 kilometers. So what is the time? Clear? So you will get 6 hours. Similarly, in third instant it is going the speed of 3 kilometers per hour. If it is going the speed of 3 kilometers per hour, how much time is take? 4 hours to reach 12 kilometers. The last instance we have 4 kilometers per hour. If it is going in a speed of 4 kilometers per hour, distance is same again, 12. So what is the speed here? Clear? What we are getting? 3 kilometers. Because speed is 4 kilometers per hour. So 4 into 3, 12. Total 12 kilometers it covers in 3 hours. Total how many hours? 12 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3. Clear? 25. So 48 by 25. Just average speed is 48 by 25. Just simplify this. What we are getting? 48 by 25. What we are getting? 48 by 25. If we simplify this, nearly you will get 1.9 something. But in the options exactly no need to find out what is the value. What option is there? Is less than V, lies between V and 2V. So definitely 1.9 is lies between V and 2V. So option B is the correct answer for this particular question. Everyone clear, guys? Very good, very good. B is the correct answer. I hope everyone is following perfectly here. Now let's take some more basic concepts of ratio and proportion and how we are getting questions in the ratio and proportion in CSAT paper 2. Only that models will see very clearly in a simple way. But generally ratio and proportion is what? See, I take a simple example. If anything is we are representing in this manner, maybe A by B, A is to B. In this manner, if you are representing, we are representing, see, ratios. Generally, whenever we are taking the ratio format, the quantity or the particular units should be always same. For example, 10 rupees is there, 10 apples, 15 apples is there, for example. Here we have apples, here we have rupees. We cannot take in the average form, right? But that should be same. That kind of things only we will take in the ratio and proportion. But for exam point of view, how to understand this ratio and proportion for UPSC point of view, I take a simple example. We have a sum is 1200. Why I taken this way? Because in the last 2020 paper we got very simple question based on these ratios. For example, 12,000 is there. 12,000 how to divide in the form of 2:3, just tell me. We have 2:3. See, total how many parts is there? 5. The 5 parts is equal to 1200. Directly, what is the 2-part value and what is the 3-part value? Can you calculate? For example, I have a total share of 1200. How to divide for 2 parts and 3 parts? That is, we should know how to calculate this. If it is a 5 parts is equal to 12,000, from this if you calculate 1 part, clear? Directly 12,000 by 5. Or otherwise, if you want to calculate 2 directly, what we can do? 2 divided by 5 into total 12,000. We should have these two clarities, whatever we are applying. And second instance, if you want to find out for 3 divided by 5 into 12,000. Or otherwise, if you are simplifying this 12,000, what we are getting? Based on that, you can calculate for 1 part. If 1 part is a known, just 2 parts and 3 parts you can calculate. But we should know what's the values, what we are getting for this. Similarly, if you have 90,000, how to find out this 3 parts and 6 parts? That is, we should know. Already we done these type of questions in the previous class and this class also. Very good. 4,800, 7,200. Very good, Divya. Clear. How much we are getting if you divide 12,000 here? So 2,400. How much? Yes or no? 5 2 times 10. 5 4 ja 20. And here we will get zeros. And 2,400 into what we have to do? 2 times you have to multiply. If you want to calculate for this. If you want to calculate for this, you can calculate. Simply, just take this one. How to simplify this? That is we should know. But actually in the exams, what we are getting? These are the very simple kind of points. But these type of numbers we are finding in the exams regularly. If you are getting like this, what we have to do? But in every number I am taking, numerator is only, denominator is changing. But sometimes you will get different type of questions also. We'll take that also. But how to find out, how to convert into ratios? How to convert into ratios particularly? If you take LCM of 2, 3, 6 here, if you take LCM of these numbers, what we are getting? 1 time. Clear? 3 times. And one more time if you take division 1. Clear? So 6 we are getting LCM. Based on this we can calculate ratios, but how to calculate ratio just I am telling here, but we will take some exam model questions also directly, but just you should know how to convert. If the ratio is 6 for all these things, what we are getting in the numerator, so just we have to calculate that. So just multiply with 6 if you don't know complete concept, multiply with 6. So how much we are getting? 2 3 times. First we are getting 3 here, then if you 6 here 2 times, and then 6 1 time, you will get only 3:2:1. This is the ratio. If ratio is a 3:2:1, if total value is a 12,000, how to find out 3 parts, 2 parts and 1 part? Just simplify and calculate this one. We should know this, how to calculate these points. Now, if 12,000 is there, total, so how many parts are there? If 6 parts is equal to, if 6 parts is equal to 12,000, and what is the value of 3 part, 2 part and 1 part? Same procedure again. Clear? Calculate 1 part from this, 12,000 by 6. And if you are getting 1 part, you can calculate 2 parts and 3 parts also. Similarly, here also we have to do same thing. Take a LCM of 4, 6, 8. What we will get here? After getting the LCM, you have to calculate ratios. Only important thing I am telling here, how to calculate, how to find out ratios if you are getting like this. Everyone clear or not? Just tell me. Whatever points we are discussing now, is it clear? And everyone is clear up to this? How we are converting, just only I am explaining, but complete exam model questions now we'll see. But up to this, everyone got the clarity? Any particular doubts here? Clear. Very good. Now let's see. Same procedure we can apply for this also. So what we are getting? 2 times, 3 times. Clear. 4 times. Again if you take 2, 1, 3, 2. Simplify this. 2, 2, 2, 2. 3 times. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 into 3, 24. So we are getting 24. Just multiply with the 24, 24 and 24. You will get the ratio here. Same procedure. But how we are dividing, that is if you understand, same concept we will apply. So for these type of questions also, if numerator is same, denominator is different things are there, numerator and denominator, you can calculate ratios, procedure is same. Procedure is again same. Why I given this type of question means if you observe 2020 paper, directly they asked, so minimum to maximum ratio difference they asked, that type of questions we'll see. If everyone is clear here, tell me very quickly what is the ratio we'll get here. What ratio we'll get for this? Same concept apply. What ratios we will get? Just calculate here. Only these kind of simple calculations, if you know, you can answer exam model questions in simple way. Exam model questions. If you want to take 3, 4, 6 LCM, clear? 2, 2, 3. If you take 3, 2 and 1, clear? 4, 4, 3 are 12. So total LCM we are getting 12. If you take multiplication of 12 this side, 12 this side. So you can take basically directly you can find out also. Now if 12 is the LCM, what we will get? First what we are getting here? 8. What we are getting here? 9. Is it clear? Now 10. Is it clear? I think it's 16 multiply with 2 again. 4 into 2, 8 only. Right, we are getting. Now after getting all these points, just you have to take ratio is this one. If once it is clear, just take one exam model question here. Just try to solve this. One total amount is there. That's total amount. We have to divide. That's it. Same we are taken. Same examples. But this is in this form, in this ratio. Just calculate that ratio and try to find out what is the difference between the maximum share and minimum share. Difference between maximum and minimum share. This is the previous year question. How to divide this total? That is understanding. If you understand that, you can answer anything. We have 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 6. Take 2, 4 and 6 LCM. Clear? And simplify. Just now we are seeing same thing. Clear? So total how much we are getting? 12. Now after getting this, so how to divide on all these things? Find out the ratios. Find out the ratios of 3. Minimum share, maximum share you have to find out. Clear? So if you are taking this, multiply the 12 here. First we are getting 6. And then what we are getting? 9. Next what we are getting? 10. These are the ratios. If all these are the ratios, lowest and highest minimum share and highest minimum share and maximum share. Individually no need to find out. Directly what is the difference we are getting? So 4. 10 minus 6 is a 4 difference. If you want to find out for 4 parts, the total how many parts is there? 10 plus 9 plus 6 is a 25 total parts. What is the total amount? 2500. Clear? 4 parts divided by 25 into 2500. If you simplify this one and 100 times, 400 is the correct answer. Right? If you are good in that, very easily you can find out directly 400 times, 2500 times. So here also 100 times you will get. Very good. So 400, very simple. One more question is there. Try to complete this. 2019. Same model, same ratios based concept. Try to complete very quickly. The ratio of two digit natural number to be number formed by a reversing its digits is 4:7. Try to understand this line very clearly from here to here. Clear? How many, the number of such pairs, how many pairs you will get, that is you have to find out. First understand these first 2 lines. The ratio of 2 digits natural number. 2 digits natural number, I am assuming just x and y 2 digits, units place, tens place. These are 2 digit number. X and y we don't know the digits. But that number 2, the number formed by the reversing its digits. If you reverse what we will get? Y and x digits. But if you want to, how to take this number in the last class when I explained digits and numbers, how digit number is formed. I taken simple example, same example I taken last class, I taken 29. How to take this 29, how you are calling it 29, 29. 9 is a units place, 9 into 1, 9. 20 is a tens place, so 2 into 10 plus 9, 20 plus 9. Similar way, x is the tens place, so 10x plus y. Here second case, see y is a tens place, 10y plus x. These are the 2 different numbers. The first number is this one. What we are getting here? So in all these things, what is the ratio? 4:7. For these 2 ratio is 4:7. For these 2 ratio is 4:7. If this ratio is 4:7, just multiply this 70x plus 7y. 70 x plus 7y, just cross multiply here. So 40y plus 4x. Simplify this one, just simplify this one. you will get the answer. Simplify this one. 70x or 4x, if you take this side, 66x is equal to 7 and 40y, you will get 33y. If you calculate ratio of x to y, right, 2 times, directly you can take y is equal to 2x. We required how many such pairs you will get generally, these 2-digit number. In the place of y, first instance I am taking y is equal to 1. If it is 1, x should be 2. If you are taking 2, it becomes 4 2 times. And y is 3, it becomes 6. 2 times we are taking based on this equation. If y is a 4, it becomes 8. If y is a 5, it becomes 10. But we require only single digit number. So how many pairs are possible? 4 is possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is possible. B is the correct answer. 4 is possible. Everyone got the clarity? Clear? Now, one more question. Just understand the given data and try to answer this. Very simple. I'll explain this question. So 2 more questions are there. The 2 questions I'll give homework. The 2 questions I'll completely same based on basic concepts of this ratio and proportion. But still, if anybody is not able to understand anything, if everyone is clear, okay, just tell me okay, yes, clear. And if you are not able to understand something, then try to ask your doubts. If you have any particular doubts related to CSAT or CSAT related to preparation, or if you have any some kind of doubts, I am not able to score, I am not answering some type of question. If you have any particular doubts, still you can ask here. Definitely I'll try to clarify your doubts. Meanwhile, just try to complete this question. What's the data? 2 persons A and B running on a circular track. This concept is actually the combination of ratios and time and distance, different kind of things we can apply, but basic common sense also we can apply here. Basic thing. 2 persons A and B are running in a circular track. If you take one circular track, at the start B is ahead of A. Assume just I am taking A is here. For example, A is here. You can take anywhere. If A is here, B is ahead at an angle of 30 degrees from the center. If you take from center, if A is here, A to B, what is the angle? 30 degrees. Right? When A reaches the point diametrically opposite to his starting point, A starting point exactly opposite means here we will get. Exactly opposite means what is the angle? 180 degrees. So here A is reaching and he meets B. Both A and B meeting in this at this place. Exactly opposite to A's starting place. This is the center. Now, what is the ratio of the speeds of A and B? If they are running with a uniform speed, they are going to running with a uniform speed. Speed is same. You have to find out the ratio of these two things. If you want to find out the ratio, first take the ratio of a distance. The ratio of distance, if you find out, speed is also same, right? So you can find out what is the ratio of a speed. That ratio, if you want to find out, so definitely first the distance observe. From here to here, 180 degrees space in the circular manner. So 180 degrees, the first A. See, B from here to here it is reaching. 180 minus 30 will get 150. Clear? So from these 2 points, so if you want to calculate ratios of, this is the ratio of A and B. This is the ratio of A and B distance wise. So generally distance is obviously directly proportional to speed and all these things. Clear? If you take that formula directly, so if you simplify 18 by 15, what ratio we will get of this distance? Same ratio you will get for speed also. Very simple, 18 by 15. So 5 times can you take? 3 times? 6, 5. Clear? 3 5 is 15, 3 6 is 18. So 6 by 5 ratio is the answer. Clear everyone? So that's it for today guys, but I'll give 2 homework questions today, but everyone should complete. I will ask, but particularly if you have any particular doubts, you can ask your doubts now, or still if you have any problem or if you are facing any problem with CSAT, particularly reasoning and quantitative aptitude. Still you can ask, because we have some more classes daily, we will discuss some topics, but particularly if you are having a specific doubts, you can ask. Definitely I'll try to clarify your doubts. So I hope everyone is following properly. Just tell me guys, everyone is understanding or not whatever concepts we are discussing in the classes, yesterday's class and today's class. Everyone is following or not, everyone is okay or not, just tell me. Then if you have any doubts, you can ask here. Just take this question as a homework and try to complete after the class. Yes, very good, very good, very good, Divya. So everyone just tell me your response, how you are feeling, how you are understanding or not, or if you have any particular doubts, or if I am going fast, just tell me. We'll go in a little average manner. Everyone should understand, that's the main point. Whatever concept we will give, everyone should understand, that's the main point. Clear? Very good. Just take this question as a homework. Everyone should complete whatever concepts we are taken. Same procedure, same thing you can apply here, but very basic type of question. This is the one question. Another question also I'll show. This is the last question. This question also everyone should complete. Particularly if you have any doubts, tell me. In the next class, definitely I'll ask about these two questions, guys. Everyone should complete, because we are discussing concepts. Not only these questions, try to complete some model questions. In the future days, definitely we are conducting mock papers of CSAT also. Everyone should attempt that questions with 100% accurate manner with these classes. Every student should score very, very good marks in a CSAT paper. From the reasoning part and maths part, I will cover all the topics before that mock test. After completion of this maths also, we will conduct one particular total grand test of this particular maths based on 100 questions. Everyone should be able to answer all the questions based on these concepts. Right? Just take this question also homework. These two questions everyone should complete. Very, very basic and easy only. If anybody having any particular doubt, just you can ask, guys. So here just what you have to do, just I'll give the clue. Two emoluments of two persons are the same. Two persons are the same. Now, but one gets allowances of the extent of the 65% on the basic pay, and other gets allowances of 80%. If the first person is getting X, right, basic pay, based on that basic pay he is getting 65%, 65 by 100 into X, right, 60 by X into 1, right? And similarly, another person, whatever getting, both are same, only allowances is different. So if you take second person is Y, in place Y place, how much allowances is getting? 80%, 80 by 100 Y. Just simplify this, XY ratio, just find out, you will get the answer. This is the clue for this question, everyone should solve. So previous question, okay. The previous question also once again I am showing here. Just here, P works twice as fast as Q. Clear? The P works as fast as Q thrice. If it is 3 times, it is 1 time. Take the ratios in these two cases. Just I am giving clue. Everyone should find out answer. Whereas P and Q together can work 4 times as fast as R. P and Q, if they are working together, the 4 times is as fast as R. If R is working X faster and it is 4X, then if P, Q and R together work on a job, what is the ratio should they share the earnings? Who do more work, they will get more earnings. Who do less work, they will get less earnings. Based on that, you have to find out the ratios. If you know the PQ ratio is, we are getting 4x value. So P and Q actually, what is the, can you divide this one? 4x into 3x into 1x. P is 3 times. Q is only 1 time. Based on these 3 points, you can calculate. P in x value, and all in x value, you can calculate ratio. That is 3:1:1. You can take the direct answer. Very single line questions. So up to this is clear, guys? If it is clear, okay. If you have any particular doubt, just tell me. I'll try to clarify. Otherwise, we'll close the session. And tomorrow also we will discuss some more concepts. But every day we will discuss different concepts. But every day I am giving clear concepts in the UPSC standard level, UPSC point of view only I am giving all the questions, because whatever concepts we are discussing, is that concepts is helping for that particular topic or not, how to apply that concepts in the actual UPSC model. We cannot practice other than that UPSC model, we cannot go with the complete basics, we have to learn that this, that, only these things is not important. Complete UPSC standard only we have to go, only certain level questions you have to practice, no need to spend more and more time, because we have to score only qualifying marks, that is 66 marks is enough. Sir, from where we can practice on daily basis? Right, you can practice generally, first you have to give the complete, you have to get the complete idea of the concept. If you have a complete concept, first initially focus on all the previous question, because directly I am giving all the previous question. If you are getting complete clarity from Vishnu IAS Academy side, definitely we will give practice questions, as well as we are providing tests also, daily basis also. Definitely we'll try to provide practice question based on topic also. That is, tomorrow definitely I'll inform, so where we can download that question. But definitely from my side, from Vishnu IAS Academy side, definitely CSAT practice questions also we will give based on UPSC standard only. Already if you have some material and books which you can follow that, or otherwise from Vishnu IAS Academy side, complete CSAT maths and reasoning practice question sets, practice questions we will give. Whatever concepts is important in a booklet format also we are framing, that is also we will give, don't worry. Clear? Within a day, just tomorrow I'll inform, right? Don't worry. No need to practice n number of questions. Once you clear only this level, some questions you can practice, Divya. Just I'll inform tomorrow where we can download all these type of questions, right? But you will get the complete clarity. Right. So it's not compulsory, Divya, for this particular thing. No need to purchase any particular book. If you observe in the market, whatever UPSC level questions we are getting, you can follow some material, some books which are relevant to the UPSC only, but you cannot go with a complete all other bank related books or bank preparation books and SSC preparation books. That completely different, right? So UPSC preparation, whatever we required, everything I will provide. Related to that, you are asking about practice questions also, no need to worry about that. From Vishnu IAS Academy side, definitely we'll try to give additional practice questions. Meanwhile, if you have any books, that books is enough, no need to purchase any extra books also, because we cannot spend more time on these type of questions. In the classroom itself, we are giving all the things, and some practice questions is enough. Some practice tests obviously we are providing in this perfect test series. In this perfect test series, whatever questions you are getting, you have to practice that questions also. Clear? So no need to purchase any particular books, just some practice questions. Mock papers is enough. Mock papers obviously in test series we are getting. Specifically, no need to follow. If you purchase any standard book, it takes more time to understand concepts, it takes more time to solve different type of question which is in a UPSC level. That's why we are giving additional classes. You will get the complete basic idea, don't worry about that, right? So I hope everyone got the clarity completely about all these points, whatever we discussed in yesterday's class and today's class. Tomorrow also we'll discuss some more concepts. I hope everyone got the clarity, guys. Thank you all. Thank you everyone. Again, we'll meet tomorrow same time.